So the No Man's Sky Titan Expedition will permanently give you access to the purple systems. So I had to check how long that would take in a new save. So when I did a rerun of the expedition, I took my time and spent quite a bit of time on different planets, and I was still able to do it in 4 hours and 15 minutes. And yes, you permanently unlock the Atlantid drive. And this is my character after I finished the expedition, where I transferred the Atlantid drive into my main ship. And as you can see, all the purple systems are visible now. But the thing that I wanted to make sure would be in the game, and the whole reason why I did another expedition run, apart from checking how long it would take to do in a slower pace, was to make sure that you also got the drive for the freighter. And that 4 hours and 50 minutes also included me searching for a freighter as well. And yes, you get the resonance matrix as well. So it's not only is it worth running this expedition on your main save, it's a good time to do additional new saves as well, because that means you'll have access to all the purple systems without having to put in 20 to 30 hours to do all the storylines. And you will reach the base building limit per save, so it's worth doing it once or twice. There is my walkthrough guide that will be linked in the description below, but on top of that I'm going to show you some extra little tips that will help you get through a fresh save much quicker. And remember, these are additional tips to my full guide that you'll find in the description below. And my first tip is to stay on the first planet as long as possible until you get the Winds of Change milestone, as people seem to be having a problem with that when it's later in the game, and if you die early on, you got less to lose. So while you're waiting for the storm, I'd spend a lot of time collecting storm crystals, mining activated quartzite to refine into chromatic metal. Of course, while you're waiting for the storm to come in, I'd be near your starship to put stuff in your starship and also do saves. I'd do the shooting of all the asteroids, the stone and fire milestone, as early as possible as well, as that gets the aqua jets, which you want to install as quickly as possible. And you're also going to need a lot of crystallized sulfide. So I found that farming this planet went really well. And it's also worth visiting a lot of the player bases that are now starting to appear. So on this planet, spend a bit of time mining all the basic materials that you want. And if a player base has got a Colossus, go inside it at this point, as that will give you the Wheels of the Titan milestone really early. Like I said earlier, get as much crystallized sulfide as you can, probably around the 15-20 mark. And you want to get as much phosphite and salt as you can as well. Check out any caves for anything that you can sell for units. And because this is a fresh save, get some cobalt as well, because you want to make about 20 batteries. And you also want to make about 20 life support gels. For the warp drives, you only have to make about 3 or 4 of them at this stage. Because once you've made your first jump, you'll get the Never Look Back milestone, which will give you the warp hypercore, which is better than your standard warp cells. So make sure you've got plenty of chromatic metal, plenty of carbon to convert into concentrated carbon. And I found after I made 8 warp cells, I didn't actually have to worry about that again. Especially after you made your first jump into a space station that's got life in it. You can buy 2 hyperdrive modules and install them. And to reset it, all you do is get back into your ship, reload your restore point save, and you can buy your second hyperdrive module. And now your hyperdrive range is dramatically increased. Because you spent a lot of time on that planet earlier, you can easily buy stuff from all the traders who fly in. And don't forget, when you get them, install your scanner upgrades, so you can easily get the genetic currency milestone. When you're on the planet, use your ship scanner to find any settlements. And if it has one of those save beacon flags, collect it, because a couple of people pointed out something to me. When you rename that, it pops the legacy milestone. And at the end, you still might have to get a lot more nanites. Just wander around the last planet looking for radiant shards. As you can easily refine them into nanites. And of course the very last thing you have to do is call in the anomaly. And if you've got access to previous ships, especially from previous expeditions, pick one of them up, move your Atlantid drive into your storage, and install it into your preferred ship so you don't have to get all the resources to build it again. And of course the very last thing you have to do is collect all your rewards, and then of course hit the big yellow badge, buy the Wraith living ship, and you'll get the message, expedition is complete, and your save now converts to normal. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button, or on the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.